Good morning, everyone, from Coffee with Caroline. My husband's gone to get me sunglasses. This is a beautiful day, as you may notice. I am in last night's makeup, but I wanted to do some content, and makeup's expensive, people. Also, and before I get tons of messages about my skin, I'm fully aware. So my skin here looks amazing, 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 amazing. And I have done, or you all know, I've been on a skin journey. Oh my God, my husband's brought me just normal sunglasses, darling.
That's so cute.
Oh.
I love it.
I've been on a skin journey, so what I'm trying to do is that sort of gorgeous Korean smooth skin. I've done like salmon sperm and lasers and God knows what. And now I've done, because my face turned out so beautifully, I'm doing my chest, which gets rid of sun damage, all of these things. I've just done Clear and Brilliant. I've done, oh God, I've got to remember the names anyway, they're all on my Instagram. But right now it's like sandpaper. So basically the really red spots aren't spots, they're trying to get off the sun damage, and it'll all just be nice in a week. So all of these things have downtime, that's up to you. I'm in the middle of it. So before all of you who love to tell me when I look awful, let me know that I look awful. I'm letting you know I look awful first. Right, what to talk about this morning? Oh God, by the way, I'm happy to be home. I love my little home. And I watched this thing last night, and I did an interview actually with Kathy Heller, who weirdly, I had just bought her book, Abundant, and she said that, you know, money and happy lives is just about going to bed and literally saying you're grateful for something. I'm grateful for my life. Money is not something to be scared of. It is something that flows. I've always managed to make money, spend money, make money, have money. Letting the universe know that you're abundant and that you're not scared of money and you're not in a scarcity mindset is just literally, if you go to bed like that and wake up in the morning with this sort of flow, like I've woken up this morning, I feel amazing, by the way, of about to crush the day, nothing can get to you. Always leave behind yesterday's negativity. That all said, I can't come on here now and not discuss the rabbit hole I'm in. I am in. My husband made me take up TikTok, which I wasn't looking at very much before. I'm now obsessed. And I'm in the Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively era. Obsessed. First of all, what a catastrophic fucking shit show. Who's the winner? There are going to be no winners in this. I mean, obviously Justin Baldoni's going to win, don't get me wrong. But if you want to watch two people that had everything spectacularly blow up their own fucking lives, I think we're in the middle of it. I don't know what to say, because sometimes I feel sorry for them, and I'm talking about Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. And then other times I think, you twits, you know, when you've just had so much and you've got so much, like why? If you've got, you know, over $400 million in the bank, you really don't have to work unless you want to. Great that you do. But do you need to hijack someone else's project? What do I think happened? I think the truth is, you know, honestly, it's very hard when you travel, and you know, I came from a marriage where we were both traveling different places all the time. Obviously you lose connection. Obviously, I mean, I found that moment after having babies was the strangest moment for a woman, and a lot of women feel unsexy or don't feel like they have the kind of attention they did before, or, you know, is this it? Actually, I had one of these conversations with a girl that just had a child, 8 months, was feeling that way, and like, is this my life forever? And it's very, very common for women to sort of go into this spiral and need attention, and, you know, rightly or wrongly, don't get me wrong. But I think that's what's happened. I think she probably fell or caught feelings for him. I mean, he's a very handsome man, looks quite like some of her exes. I think, you know, both of them have always met people on sets. And I have a lot of friends that are actors, and I can't imagine working in such close proximity with very good-looking, gorgeous, young people. My husband's listening over there. That's probably why he doesn't let me out of his sight. Yep, there he is. And he's probably right. He always says that distance doesn't make the heart grow fonder. Distance gives you opportunity. And I think that's what's happened. She probably caught feelings, whether he did or didn't too, I don't know, but that's immaterial. To blow up someone's life or to falsely accuse someone in this day and age of abusing them is, well, it sets us back years. years and years and years, and I think she's made the biggest mistake of her life. And whether she was told to by Ryan or, you know, whatever's happened, or she's panicked and tried to get out of, you know, maybe what he's found on their phone or something like that, which, you know, it's a terrible situation for everyone involved because now they're in it. They're as I would say, knee deep in shit, and no way out is a good way. You know, there's only a way to stop it now. When it gets to court, it's a disaster. How do you apologize and say I made a mistake or did something wrong at this point? Probably can't. You know, look at Amber Heard. She's had to literally crawl under a rock. And from what I've noticed from Blake Lively's interviews, she wasn't a very nice, kind human. And the one thing, girls, that's really, really funny, because having been in this industry a long time, obviously I'm not Blake Lively, I completely get that. And if there's an ABC list, I'm probably at the bottom. But, you know, I've been around rich, famous people my entire life. My roommates dated everyone from Leonardo DiCaprio to, you know, clubbing with Brad Pitt to meeting, I've met everyone, Stallone, you name it, I've been everywhere. And I can tell you that most of them growing up weren't the kindest of people. They treated other people around them like shit. And I have always maintained that just because, you know, you're an actor or you're on TV doesn't make you better than anyone else. Like, you know, we're all human. Like, I mean, if they get sick, we all poop the same way. If they get sick, we're all going to the same doctors. You know, we're all human. We all need the same help. So I always say, be careful how you treat other people. You know, and when you sort of snub people, because I think people are going to enjoy their downfall. And, you know, 400 million, even if he gets a fraction of that, that's a lot of someone's wealth. That's a big ego hit. No one can afford to lose that, not these guys. And I think we're about to watch something that the modern day world, well, it's the second trial like this, isn't it? And we're all watching with bated breath because, to be honest, this is something now that has become very common. It's he said, she said, except, you know, he's got the receipts. Imagine if he didn't have those text messages, or he wasn't on a movie set, and that's just an average Joe that didn't have the backup of all those movies, you know, the scenes to be watched, so that you and I can watch it all unfold and, you know, actually see the real context of those text messages, the real video of him at the end in the dance scenes and things like that. And I just think I want to point out to people, everything today is recorded. Be very careful, you know, how you treat people. And you know, we're all guilty of it. God, I mean, I definitely snap. I try and pull myself back sometimes, because in the old days, you know, in the office and things like that, we used to be able to do anything, say anything, lose our shit. And you can't afford to do that anymore. And, you know, accusing somebody of something like this stays with them for life. You know, if he hadn't got the backing of what seems like a very, very powerful partner in his production house, he wouldn't have been able to afford to fight them. He would have been crushed by their PR team. He would have been bankrupt and thrown away, and none of us would have heard from him again. And I actually say good on you to him for standing up for what's right. And what an awful thing to do if it was what happened, and because she didn't get her way, she did this. And let this be a lesson to everyone out there. And I'm watching this probably just as you are, just going like, oh my God, somebody stop this train. Or not. I mean, you can't stop this train. You can't stop this train, they're on it. So we're all watching. Let me know what you think about this. But I think it looks very cut and dry right now. I'm watching every channel. But again, looks can be deceiving. And, you know, unless her team are suddenly hiding something that they are going to pull out and drop a bomb in this case, I don't see that the things that he did were harassment at all. So careful how you behave to others. Be careful what you put out into the world. And, you know, just because you've built this amazing, I think that's what happens to people when they become very rich and very famous. They think they're untouchable. Nobody is untouchable. Nobody. And I think that's a very powerful thing to remember, people. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are. You behave wrongly in life, it will come back. Karma is a bitch. Thank you for listening to another Coffee with Caroline. Let me know your thoughts. Please subscribe, it really helps. And I look forward to doing this with you every Wednesday. Is it Wednesday?
I don't know what it is.
Actually, we don't know. Every week.